Hey there guys, this is Pharaoh2091 and welcome back to Let's Play Professor Layton vs. Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. Last time we left off, we began the epilogue, and everything was just pretty much revealed. Storyteller being Arthur Cantabella, the founder of Labrellum Incorporated, along with Newton Belduke, his childhood friend, and Labyrinthia and everything around it was just a freaking research facility. It's a big project, also funded by the British government. And I'm not sure how I feel about all this, but Isabella is still claiming that she remembers everything, including the legendary fire. So let's see what she has to say about that. I was just a little girl then. It happened during the annual fire festival. Everyone was gathered in the town square for the fire festival, and I was watching them from the bell tower. The Great Witch Priscilla awoke within me and brought calamity upon the town. An enormous fire dragon appeared, and I was trembling with fear, terrified what I had just summoned. Witness, what you have told us wasn't a bad dream or a fairy tale, but what you actually experienced. Yes, it was. Like I already said. I remember it very clearly. The heat from the fire, the smell of smoke. Isabella, what are you talking about? I'm still confused here. Defense may cross-examine the witness. Thank you, Your Honor. Was that really a huge fire that destroyed the town? And what about Bizella? Is she even real? The answers are in Isabella's testimony. Okay. So, I think the stuff I want to press on is like stuff detailing about Bizella here. So, annual fire festival, everyone was gathered, she watched the bell tower. Great Witch Priscilla awoke within me. The North Fire Dragon appeared, I was trembling. Let's press on this one first.
Hold it!
Great Witch woke within her. Do you remember casting a spell? I cannot remember. Oh, wait, what?
Hang on!
What were you thinking about there? You look upset, Mr. Cantabella. Pardon me. Did you want something? I'd like to know what you think about Isabella's last statement. My opinions about all this has not changed since last time. It's all just a dream. Listen to me, Isabella. You are not Bizella. There was no legendary fire. Dad, you have no idea how much I want to believe you, but I just can't. I remember what I saw and how it felt. The heat, the smoke. Magic doesn't exist. It belongs in fairy tales. There are no fire dragons either. Isabella seems certain that she saw a fire dragon at that time. However, as long as we don't have any evidence to support or disprove this claim, we can't make any progress. Do I have any relevant evidence? Anything that could demonstrate that the fire dragon Isabella saw as a child was real? I don't think I do at the moment, actually. I have nothing related to a dragon. I don't think there's anything I could use. I can understand your choice to be cautious of your judgment, Mr. Wright. However, I must remind you that the only way to discover the whole truth is to bring the light of the true nature of the dragon witnessed by the accused. I guess he has a point there. Maybe I overlooked some clues in the testimony? Let's arm ourselves to the teeth of evidence and give it another shot. Alright, but first we need more info. Time to do some pressing. Witness, continue your testimony. Yes, my lord. Oh, well, the next statement she talked about the dragon, so... Okay, let's press on this.
Hold it!
Can you tell me more about that fire dragon? That monstrous image is still so vivid. It looked just like the one that attacked Dad this evening. I've done something terrible again. Then you are sure that the fire dragon you saw more than 10 years ago and the one summoned this evening were exactly the same? Yes, they were definitely the same. Oh, whoa. Okay, well, how about this?
Hang on!
No music means maybe I did it right. Is something wrong, Mr. Cantabella? It's impossible. There's no such thing as magic. You never believe me, Dad. I don't know why you have to be like this. There was a time when things were different. Isabella, what are you saying? Look at them. It's like a common argument between a teenager and a parent. Mr. Cantabella created this town. He knows better than anyone else that there's no magic here. Miss Cantabella. Yes? Would you mind giving us more details of what you saw? Could I borrow a sheet of parchment and a pencil? I think it'll be better if I draw it. Your request shall be granted. Bring parchment and a pencil for the witness immediately. Ooh, we can see her drawing skills. Okay, whoa. This is it. This is the fire dragon that I saw that night. I only caught a glimpse of it, but it was real. Well, the music sounded nice, like, kind of like, woo. I will say, I love the music in the entirety of this game. It's amazing. I must say, it does closely resemble the supposedly magical creature we witnessed this evening. It does indeed. This drawing shall be added to the evidence. The sketch of the fire dragon spells on her child. I'll touch details. This is a farce. What happened over a decade ago? Was the town really destroyed by a fire dragon? Discovering the truth about the dragon shall be our next objective. Witness, continue the testimony. Yes, my lord. I haven't... So, it was it... Wait, no. It was this statement that we actually talked about the dragon, but I want to see information real quick. Sketch of the fire dragon. Details. Is there something that I'm... Because it really, I don't think there's really been a time where like we're examining something and something appears. But there's got to be something up with this sketch. Maybe she's looking at it wrong. Something. Regardless, I think this could be the evidence that they wanted. But like when we were pressing, so let's try that.
Hold it.
So, let's remember. Let's question him here.
Hang on.
Oh, see, now it's quiet again. You look upset. Did you want something? Hasn't changed. No fire, no dragon, smoke, magic doesn't exist. However, we need some evidence. Yeah, I guess we have evidence of sketch. She says she drew it out for us, Your Honor. What is it, defendant? Defense will present evidence. Evidence? I suppose you mean evidence that will prove that my daughter's memories of the dragon amount to nothing more than wild imagination. On the contrary, I'm pretty positive Espella did see the dragon. What? I thought you had more sense than you. Oh well, aren't we all curious what the defense has got to show us? Present evidence that proves a dragon appeared in this town over 10 years ago. I guess this is sketch.
Take that!
I think I was right. It is, of course, Espella's drawing of the dragon. It's impossible to draw a dragon with so much detail unless you've actually seen it. It is pretty detailed, yeah. Indeed. And it looks very much like the fire dragon we saw this evening. It cannot be a mere coincidence. You can't possibly use that drawing as evidence. And why not? Because she could not have drawn the dragon from this evening. She could have just drawn it from the evening. Dad, why don't you believe me? I saw that dragon when I was little. This town is my creation. I know everything about it. And I assure you, there's no magic. If there's anything who can tell you what's possible and what is not, it's me, the creator of Labyrinthia. Your overconfidence has clouded your judgment and is preventing you from seeing the truth. What do you mean? In order to see what is really there, you need to reject biased assumptions and keep an open mind. You are overlooking certain facts precisely because you are the creator of this town. It's nothing short of insanity. Magic doesn't exist, and yet Espella says she saw a fire dragon. It seems like a contradiction, but perhaps it is not. Mr. Wright? Yes? The solution to this mystery is out there. We just need to justify it. Do you suppose you know where it is? Did I even say to... I don't think I was... Whatever. I said justify. I don't even know if that's what he even said. Magic doesn't exist. Espella saw a fire dragon. Where is the evidence that bridges the gap between the two? but magic doesn't exist in Spell of Fire, Saw Fire Dragon. I don't think it's in a court record. We didn't really see anything in Belfry, so I guess it's the town? But where in the town, I don't know. Spella was watching the town burn at that time. She says she saw an enormous fire dragon. Now, if you put the two together, I think our best guess is that the dragon she saw was this town itself. This town? In other words, Spella saw a dragon shape looming over the burning town. How absurd! That's mere speculation! I will not dispute that. However, it is entirely possible to test our theory. What? How would you go about doing that? It's all quite simple, Mr. Storyteller. We will now go to the Belfry. Maybe we'll find that fire dragon there. Okay. Huh. Over 10 years ago, the witness was standing somewhere around here and when she saw the fire dragon. Am I correct? Yes, Mr. Layton. However, what was it you actually saw then? Let us see if we can find the answer to the question. Why not? Go ahead and try. But I've warned you that it's futile. You'll find nothing here. Excuse me, took a water break. Well, it happened a long time ago. Whatever she saw might not be there anymore. If we want to see exactly what she saw at that time, we'll need to get the whole town on fire. Want me to go get matches? I may be an attorney, but even I couldn't clean you of your charges if you actually committed such a crime, Maya. I pretended I did not hear that. Layton's like, oh, Maya. Shall we begin? Yes, shall we begin indeed. Just look for the fire dragon. We can see the whole town from here. Look in every direction for something that would resemble Miss Cantabella's drawing. Oh man. Is this a puzzle? I can't see anything here! So I'm trying to find something like... some type of... Wait. Hey. Hey. Is that it? Or is it an outside? She said it was a town itself. Let's just keep looking around. Obviously it has to be some type of like silhouette or something. Oh, see, there's that. It's kind of creepy, actually. Where did I start? Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Yeah, it's right there!
Take that!
Spella, can you have a look at this? It looks like the dragon was hiding in here after all. Oh! This is... Hey, that's identical to the one that Spella drew! But, it's not the fire dragon. The fire dragon was a creature made of flames. It was so big it could swallow this whole tower. This is just some tiny fretwork. I think we can consider this mystery solved. I suggest we all head back to the court. I will explain everything there. Is that alright with you, Mr. Cantabella? What's gotten into Mr. Cantabella? He looks paler than you do for cold. I have no idea. Let's follow the elders back to the courtroom. But you also saw the images kind of like the Great Witch and other things too. Why would you even include something like that? The Inquisition's investigation seems to have yielded some unexpected results. But can someone explain them to me? Your Honor, the Inquisition will interpret the results of the investigation. Witness, you said you were about 6 years old at the time of that incident. Yes, that's right. Did you see the moment the dragon appeared above the town? Huh? No, I don't remember. I remember seeing it at some point. It was like a flash. The town was ablaze, and this fiery beast was hovering above it. Then, when you noticed the dragon, the town was already engulfed by flames. Yes. Oh man, did I get bit by a mosquito or something? Sorry guys, I was just itching my arm and I feel like a bump. Let me check it. Oh yeah, that looks like a mosquito bite. That's great. That information completes the picture. Miss Cantabella's statement has offered me an insight into the true story of the fire dragon. Over 10 years ago, Miss Cantabella was in the belfry, unconscious. What events led to this? Perhaps we shall discover that in due course. When she awoke, the whole town was on fire. Having inhaled much smoke, she was still dazed. She was only vaguely aware of her surroundings when she looked up, alarmed by the scorching heat. Unable to stand, she was on her knees. And then, she saw something she would remember her whole life. So that's what I was going to say. Maybe because she was short, she saw, like, she was the height level of the fretwork, as she said. See? She saw a terrifying fire dragon attacking the town. She saw it through the fretwork in the balustrade. People are probably getting, you don't know that word? I'm like, yeah, I guess. Oh, come here, Benji. I'm also trying to take care of my dog today, because he's not feeling super well. It's okay, buddy. The shape of a dragon against the backdrop of the town being swallowed up by flames became imprinted in her memory. That is the truth about the fire dragon. This is what I have deduced. Okay. That makes sense. It wasn't a monster? Miss Cantabella, the illustration you have drawn for us bears an uncanny resemblance to the fretwork in the belfry. You saw the dragon when you were confused, possibly mildly asphyxiated from the smoke. I still didn't say that right. Asphyxiated. There we go. There was no magic and no magical beast. You believe a stranger, but not your father. It's so typical of teenagers. You should have listened to me. And now all the mysteries have been unraveled, can we not end this trial and go home?
Objection.
As much as we'd like to, I'm afraid it's still a bit too early for that. What else do you want from us? There's just one more problem I'd like to solve tonight. One more? What on earth could it be? Miss Cantabella, we've ascertained that you were in the belfry when you saw the dragon. However, that creates a new question. How did you get there? Oh, I haven't even thought of that. Yeah, neither have I. Oh! As expected of an ace attorney, Mr. Wright seems to have noticed the problem too, at last. In order to access the belfry, you need to use the bell tower mechanism. Oh, the mechanism can only be set in motion with the pendants. Indeed. Miss Cantabella, do you have your pendant with you at this time? Yes, I think I did. I always had it with me. But why did I have that pendant? I can't remember it at all. This pendant is not just for show. It's the key to the belfry. Why was she carrying it around her? It was also for not forget that the one pendant does not suffice to operate the contraption. 2 of them are required. 2 pendants? Miss Cantabella, are you certain that you were alone in the belfry? No, I wasn't alone. I was there for a friend. What friend? Aww. Eve! Where'd you go off to? The friend you mentioned. Was it this cat? Yes, she's my best friend. Aww. We've always been together. Without Eve, I would have been so lonely. That kitty's always appearing out of nowhere to keep a spell company. Of course she does. After all, Bizella's always accompanied by a black cat. I knew something was up with that cat. There has to be. What you saw from the bell tower when you were little was so terrifying that even an adult would have been scarred for life. The town burned in front of your eyes. You thought you saw a fire dragon. You see, your memories have been twisted by the horrors you saw. What do you mean? You dragon you saw wasn't real, and I suspect that the friend who was with you in the bell tower might not have been that cat.
No, it was her. It was Eve, my only friend.
Miss Cantabella, the pendant needed to access the belfry is too large for a cat. Are you following? If Eve was with you, it would have been impossible for you to enter the belfry.
Ah!
But wait! Inquisitor, where's all this going? You have no right to tamper with my daughter's memories. You are right, of course. However, neither do you. Nor should you attempt to cover up the truth. Oh!
No, you're wrong. Eve was my only friend.
Think about that day, day again, Miss Cantabella. You went to the top of that bell tower with a friend who also had a pendant. Well then, why don't we have the defense present some evidence? Can you prove that someone was with Miss Cantabella in the belfry that day? If so, I'd very much like to see the evidence.
What? Why me? It was the professor's idea. I have nothing on the legendary flyer. Why ask me for proof?
Right. Suppose you wouldn't have any proof. Not one of us remembers that incident. I've had enough of this, Your Honor. You have no grounds to continue this trial. Well, we appear to have reached a dead end. There's nothing else for us to do.
Objection.
Oh. Please hold on, Your Honor. Oh, what is it? What is this all of a sudden? Inquisitor Layton? The defense does not have necessary evidence, but someone else does.
What do you mean?
This time the Inquisition will present its evidence.
The Inquisition will present... what?
Seriously, you son of a witch!
Ooh.
This is what you wanted from the very start, isn't it? Well, in that case, the Inquisition shall present evidence that somebody was with Miss Cantabella in the tower. Now see, he has information. He has the Bell Ruin, Giant Bell Found in Ruins, may appear silver, the first story, handmade, the picture of the two girls, and the suicide note. Guys, it's not that hard. Look who... it's her friend! She's with a friend! Look who her friend is! Look what the friend is wearing! Am I presenting?
Have a look.
This is the proof. This photograph shows Miss Cantabella with a friend. Golly, this is the finest illustration I've ever seen! It's a photograph. It looks as if we're a reflection of the real world on paper. Tell me, who created this exquisite work of art? Well, Your Honor, I understand you are fascinated, but let us focus on what this picture shows. This picture was found in the Storyteller's Tower. Miss Cantabella, we have taken the liberty of borrowing it for the trial. It's enough to look away for a second. You already caused trouble.
Professor, aren't photographs against the rules? I mean, this is supposed to be a medieval setting.
Meh, who cares? I was gonna make a joke. I'm like, that's what the writer said when they were developing this. I'm only kidding. What's important now is helping Miss Cantabella to grasp the truth. And in this case, the end justifies the means. Ugh. Please take a close look at the two girls in this picture. Each of them is wearing a pendant. Why, that's so. These are the belfry contraption pendants. We know that one of these girls is Miss Cantabella. But then, who is the other girl? Accused, do you have any idea? Isabella, are you okay?
It doesn't look like she is. It's me. And the other girl is... I don't know.
Ah! Okay, that was... Isabella! Your Honor! Stop this trial! Stop it right now! Can't you see you're driving Isabella into insanity?
Objection.
It's just the opposite, Mr. Cantabella. We turn away from the truth now. Isabella will close herself to the world forever. Ugh. Mr. Wright. Yes? You know who it is, don't you? You know the identity of the other girl in this picture. Is that so? If the defense knows that, tell us all who this other girl is. I mean, was that hard to figure out? It's Darklaw.
Take that!
I'm thinking it's High Inquisitor Darklaw. High Inquisitor Darklaw? I cannot say I didn't have any slight suspicions about her, but oh my! Miss Cantabella, what do you say? Do you now remember the girl next to you in this picture? I was with Lady Darklaw. Oh, this is crazy. What are you basing this preposterous claim on? It looks like her and has a pendant. But Mr. Cantabella, this girl closely resembles the High Inquisitor. Resembles? It's just your personal opinion. It's meaningless in a court of law.
Objection!
If you want evidence, I've got it. What? The definite proof the girl in the picture is High Inquisitor Darklaw is she has a pendant.
Take that!
And this is a proof that it was the High Inquisitor. The pendant needed for that contraption in the bell tower. I have Miss Darklaw's testimony here. She said the pendant was hers. And so, the other girl in the picture is definitely Miss Darklaw. Is it really? I'm waiting for that cat to do something. Eve, where are you going? What the? I was expecting you, Miss Darklaw. I see that I was not mistaken about you. I trusted in your ability to get this far. The High Inquisitor Darklaw! Where did you just appear from? Does your memory not serve you well, Your Honor? You know what I am. I can disappear at will any time I wish to. So, storyteller, everything has worked out just as you had written, our revered creator of Labyrinthia. Darklaw. Lady Darklaw. I'm confused. Miss Darklaw, did you enter the battlefield of Miss Cantabella when you were little? Yes, I did. Then you have memories of events from before 10 years ago. I certainly do. I have a feeling I know who you really are now. Order! Order! Order in the court! Lady Darklaw, you were with me. Your memories have been suppressed by that man. But I was with Eve. Eve, huh? Eve the black cat. Yes, she's always been my dear friend. She was by my side on that day too. What a bizarre coincidence. Darklaw isn't my real name. Please tell me I know where this is going. Come on. What? Then what is your real name? It's Eve. Okay. Eve who, though? What? What? You are Eve? Oh. Ah! Everything's getting replaced. Eve. Isabella. My dear friend. Eve. It can't be. That flashback. Was it real? Darklaw, why are you doing this? Are you trying to undo everything I've accomplished in the past 10 years? No. You've already ruined everything yourself. What is it that you want? what I want. My aim is to make the truth known, so that everything returns to how it should be. Miss Darklaw, will you tell us what you remember about what happened back then, more than 10 years ago? It would be my pleasure. It was the day of the fire festival. Isabella and I went up to the bell tower. The wind was strong that day. When the sun had set, the festival began. It's true that the whole town burned down that day. The fire consumed buildings and people, turning them into ashes. We were the only survivors. We stayed in the belfry while the world below us was being eaten up by hungry flames. The legendary fire is no fable. It happened here more than 10 years ago.
Objection!
Well, there are no such things as magic and fire dragons, so how could a whole tower be destroyed in just one night? Oh yes, that's something I'd like to know as well. Even if we assume the celebration fires got out of control, surely the whole town wouldn't have perished like that. Now it all makes sense. That was the missing piece of this puzzle. What do you mean, Professor? I can imagine now what transpired that night. What happened in the belfry and what caused the legendary fire? We have all the clues we need. What, we do? Oh wait, I think I do. Something I was actually thinking about regarding a certain piece of evidence. If the Inquisition has evidence to show us, I'd very much like to see it. What caused the legendary fire? And we only, I mean, one's easy enough because we have very few pieces of evidence here. But the Bell Ruin is made of pure silver. If it rained, everybody's gonna be knocked out.
Have a look.
Have a look. The cause of the fire is in the belfry. It was the bell. That bell had been made by the natives and later sealed underground. It was called the Bell of Ruin. Bell of Ruin. By the way, why does this bell have such an ominous name? Could it be because it's made of pure silver? Pure silver. Exactly. Mr. Cantabella has told us earlier. Well, everybody suffers from that condition where they hear something from pure silver, boop, they knock out. So that's probably what happened that day. And that metal is pure silver. Yes, and we've been told the condition is brought about by drinking the groundwater. Indeed, that bell was also the reason why the original inhabitants of this area decided to forsake it. It seems that the Bell of Ruin caused a devastating disaster. To those who gain entry into the sanctum, heed our words. You must not ring the Bell of Ruin, because it's gonna knock you out. Can't help but wonder what disaster this bell had caused. An enormous bell made of pure silver, and the locals with their peculiar condition. It's not too hard to imagine what happened. It was probably the same calamity as the one that happened over 10 years ago. And that is, well, what disaster happened to this town before Labyrinthia was built? Oh! The legendary fire. Now, let us contemplate the following scenario. What would happen if the Bell of Ruin were sounded during the fire festival? Oh! Everyone who heard it would fall unconscious. As it was an annual festival, all the townspeople were assembled in town square. Oh dear! Therefore, on the night of the fire festival over 10 years ago, all the residents instantly lost consciousness when a bell was struck. Oh no! Had it been even just slightly windy that day, the fires lit for the Great Witch Bazella would have gone out of control, and they would spread throughout the town with no one left to stop them, because everyone was unconscious. Exactly. That also includes the two girls who were in the belfry. Isabella and I. You were the closest to the source of the sound, so it was inevitable. You recovered consciousness, it was already too late. The town had been swallowed by flames, as if a fire dragon had come to burn it. That was a calamity caused by a bell. Calamity? You say here that the cause of the calamity is the Great Witch Bezella. That night, in this very town, Bezella was more than a mythical persona.
Bezella. She's losing it again. The Bell of Ruin. Bezella!
I'm still... Hey, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to, how do I put the words into motion here? This is crazy, pretty much, is like what I want to say. It's like, we're uncovering things here and there, but I'm still confused on what... One thing is, like, what the hell's happening with Spella? Like, what she looks like zoned out and, like, kind of, like, taken by control of, really. That's what it seems like. So I'm wondering what the hell that is. I have a feeling I know a little bit more about Darklaw a little bit. Or Eve. But I guess we'll just go ahead and wait and see. It looks like we're nearing the finale, I guess. I don't know. I mean, I'm not sure how much longer there is to it. We're getting there, though. I mean, this is the epilogue. This is, I'm guessing, the midway point. So I'm assuming another 2 or 3 episodes will probably get to the end of this game. But I am familiar of the special episodes. That, I mean, I wouldn't say it's been spoiled for me. Like, I just kind of knew about it a little bit. I just didn't know what exactly they were, per se. But I know that those exist. So I'll do those even after I'm done beating the game. But the ending to the main story, it should be happening very soon. And I can't wait for that. Well, as usual, thank you all for watching. And I'll see you guys next time for Let's Play Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. I'll see you guys later.